Hello friends and welcome to the Southern Mountain Kitchen. Today we're going to make honey barbecue chicken wings. So I'm going to start with about 6 chicken wings. You can do more if you want to. You will have to increase the amount of barbecue sauce you're making for this. We're going to preheat our ovens to 425 degrees because these are going to bake for 45 minutes once they're ready to go in. So we're going to cut up our chicken wings into sections. You're basically cutting them at the joints, which you're going to have a sharp knife to do this. And we're going to cut to where you have the little drumette, the other piece, and then you're cutting the tip off. We're not going to keep the little tips because they have no use really, and we're going to discard those when we're done. So go ahead and cut up your chicken wings and we'll get ready for the next step. So now that we're all cut up and in a bowl here, we're going to use a half a cup of flour. Now we're not using it all at first. We're going to put about half of it in. Then we're using about a half a teaspoon of chili powder, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a half a teaspoon of pepper, a half a teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of paprika. And once this is in, we're going to stir this up to get the seasoning coated all through all of the chicken wings. So get a spoon, get whatever spatula, and go ahead and mix these up and get them going. And once we get this all mixed in, we're going to bring the flour back for the rest of what was left in our container and dump it on top and mix it through as well. We just want to get the seasoning mixed in before we dumped all the flour into it. And once you get that in there, just mix it up one more time. We just want to make sure everything is coated really well before we get these on our tray to go into the oven. So I line my tray with some parchment paper. This does really well to put these in the oven, and it's really easy to clean up when you're done, so it's probably a plus to use this. And then just line these across your parchment paper on your pan and make sure that you get them all on there and that they're not totally stacked on top of each other, because you want them to have room to cook around on the sides and all the edges. And like I said, once these are all on here, they're going in an oven at 425 degrees for 45 minutes. So while our wings are in the oven, we're going to go ahead and mix up our sauce. So we're going to have about a half a cup of any kind of generic barbecue sauce. You're going to add to this about a teaspoon of chili sauce. And then to that, you're going to add about 2 teaspoons of honey. And once this is all in the container, we're going to shake it up. And that way it is ready to be used. Now if you just put yours in a bowl, you stir it up and get it ready to use that way. And once it's all mixed up and we brought our wings out of the oven after 45 minutes, we're going to squirt this over the top of them because we're going to use a brush to brush it out to where it's completely coated all over the top of the wings. So go ahead and get a good amount on top of your wings. And then we're going to brush it, and then we're going to bring back our container that has the barbecue sauce in it and put it on all over again because we want to really load these with the barbecue sauce. So as you can see, if you have like one of these little very inexpensive brushes, that does a great job of putting on barbecue sauce. Now, like I said, whatever sauce you had left over in your container, we're going to add that now and try to get as much on here as possible. So just work your way through the wings, put a few dabs on here, there, and whatever, and we can still brush that in to add to what was already there. Now, once we get this all on, this is going back in the oven at about 475 degrees for another 10 minutes to cook the barbecue sauce in. Because we wanted to have that crispy golden kind of edges on it to where it just really cooks into your chicken. So go ahead and brush this on again, make sure everything is coated really well. And when you're done with this, like I said, put it back in the oven again. And And when it comes back, it looks something like this. And these have the best taste because it is so sweet and tangy and wonderful, and it's a great meal. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you get a chance, check out my cookbooks, which are available in bookstores worldwide. The first is about everyday cooking. The second is all about baking. Have a great day.